Hello my friends, hello my besties, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alexis and tonight we're going to be vlogging like we're on FaceTime in a cozy little self-care moment. For some context, this vlog was filmed during one of the worst months I've had in a really long time. I was sick, my boyfriend was sick, and we were quarantining away from each other since he had COVID. This was my attempt to not go crazy with all my loneliness because I was so bored quarantining. I've not had to do that in so many years, so I thought I would spend the night chatting with you about books, cats, life, cozy hobbies, all the sort of things. So grab a snack, light a candle, and let's hang out. I feel like I'm losing my mind in quarantine. I know that intro told you guys most of it, but not only is my boyfriend currently quarantining because he has COVID, but I'm also sick with something different. The full timeline, the full breakdown is that he was sick and then I got sick from him being sick and then he got sick with COVID. It has been such an exhausting few weeks, but I am determined to not lose my mind in this set of our quarantine. As you can see, I'm currently out in the living room. I have the living room and dining room and I'm taking care of the cats while he is back in the bedroom. It's currently just shy of 8 p.m. and I want to have a fun, cozy, relaxing night and try to just take my mind off of the fact that I exist. So I'm tired. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of everything. I think we're gonna start the night by playing some Hello Kitty Island Adventure. If you are not playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, what are you doing with your life? If you like cozy games, I sincerely cannot recommend Hello Kitty Island Adventure enough. I fully spent 40 of my own dollars on this game and it is my favorite thing in the world right now. I play every single day. It's so cozy and cute and addictive and I love it. To me, it is the perfect cross of Animal Crossing vibes and also Stardew Valley vibes. The art on this entire game is gorgeous. Like, everything is so baby and cute and adorable. It's like the perfect... I did not just drop my Switch. It has the energy of Animal Crossing where you can kind of do whatever you want, wherever you want, and you can collect things everywhere, but then also has more quests and more set goals that you can achieve like Stardew Valley. All of the characters are so precious and baby. I also like that there's an unlimited inventory. It's very stress-free and I like that I don't have to worry about what I'm collecting or when I'm collecting it. It's a very head empty, fun, cutie little game. So I'm gonna play this for a little bit. I think Miss Bear's about to join me. I've just started this new YouTube video called Can I Solve Riverdale Before the Reveal, which I'm going to link down below because I'm only 10 minutes into it. I'm already absolutely eating it up. It is such a funny video so far. So Bear is joining and that's how we're going to be starting our cozy night in together. It is 9 p.m. and I'm still playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure and my son has joined us. This is Banana Bread. He loves Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Whenever I go to a loading screen on the game, he will start chittering, especially if it's on the TV. I'll show you. The loading screen is just a plain black screen, but if he sees it, he goes feral. It's the most adorable thing ever. It is the loading screen. We've never heard him chitter until he saw that loading screen. It's so precious. He's such a good boy. Sometimes. So it is about 9 p.m. so I feel like I should try to be doing something else. I currently have another hour left in my YouTube deep dive I'm watching and I'm eating it up. If there's one thing about me, it's I love booktube and I love random deep dives about random celebrities or topics on YouTube. Those are my two favorite types of content to watch and I have been absolutely catching up on all of my subscriptions and all of my YouTube recommendations the last couple days. This game is severely addictive and I've been trying to remind myself to take breaks from it and not stay on it and play it all night and just stay locked in with the real world. I think other than play that game tonight, I also would like to journal and read and I'm debating how girl boss I want to be. The little angel on my shoulder says to get up and to move around and stretch my body and the little lazy cat on my shoulder says to stay exactly where I am and enjoy my cozy hobbies and not move a muscle, which is what a cat would do. Because cats live better lives than humans. Okay, I said it. As I'm making a decision, I promptly opened bookstagram and y'all, I am so close to buying some books right now and I do not have money for that. So I'm just going to tell you about them instead because this vlog is going to be very chill. We're chatting like I'm on FaceTime, so this is what you're going to get from me. I am so freaking close to buying Close Knit. Oh, you cannot see that. Close Knit, this book by Kels and Denise Stone. I love them so much. They are such fantastic authors, and they're working on a new series, which is a series of interconnected standalones about sports No. About a group of siblings who all play different sports. So they have one out so far, and it says it's a grumpy times sunshine football player times knitting influencer. And that's the first book. And then they're just announced the second book, which is called On Guard, which is going to be about a fencer and an actress. Sounds amazing. And that's coming out in April. The first one's already out. And then they just posted this thing on their story. It's a text conversation between the two of them that cracked me up, and it's about the third book in the series. And this is such an aside, but they posted earlier too, when they're doing Q&A, how many different siblings are in this interconnected standalone series. It looks like there's gonna be like 5 to 6 different books. So now I'm like, the feminine urge to order the first book so I can read it before the second book comes out. Even though my TBR is massive and I'm literally sitting here procrastinating reading because I don't want to focus right now. There have been so many books recently that I've just been adding to my Amazon wishlist or writing down for my future self because I'm trying so hard not to spend money. And as someone who loves things and uses things as a way to get myself through each day, it can be very hard not to just buy things. But learning to budget as an adult for the first time and living alone for the first time without my parents has been difficult, interesting, and it's also been a little bit extra stressful with my boyfriend and I both getting sick. I had to miss some days work last week, he's missing days work this week, and I honestly don't really know what's going to happen this week with my job. I'm going to take another test tomorrow and then contact my boss to see if she wants me to come in this week since I was exposed to him before he tested positive. So I don't know, this is just my little rant. I am 21, I just moved out on my own independently less than a year ago. And it has been a very big learning curve, especially as someone who loves things. I love books and vinyls and CDs and stuffed animals and Build-A-Bears and Switch games and cozy games and crafting and American Girl dolls. And like I have so many interests in things and coloring books that's like, there are constantly things that I want. Such a first world problem, obviously, and a rant that is part of being in a capitalistic, consumeristic society, but it's also a lesson on self-control, and I've been trying so hard this year to prioritize what I already own and have above buying new things. So instead of buying a romance book just because I saw it and I want it, focusing on reading the books I already own, and then if this book is still living rent-free in my mind after a few weeks or so, then letting myself get it. I tried to make myself prove to myself that I want things like for more than a couple weeks before I decide to buy it. Or if it's something I want but I cannot justify the money, I put it on a list and then I put that on my phone and I pulled it up when people ask me what I want for my birthday or for Christmas. That's one of my favorite go-to hacks whenever I realize I want something but it's not like a desperate need or I cannot justify the money, because then whenever someone awkwardly asks me what I want for my birthday, I'm like, oh, I have a list. I have a list on my phone and I don't have to try to come up with something. The world's also just very scary right now, and I'm very worried sometimes about what's going to happen in the next few years, and I want to try to save as much money as I can where I can, which unfortunately sometimes means I don't let myself buy the books I really want to buy, which is somewhat often. I don't know if that will resonate with anyone, but if you're like me at all, having gone from like being a teenager and having teenager money with minimal responsibilities and bills to moving out independently like this, it's a very different transition. Even in college, I had a lot less financial responsibility compared to now. I also was independent in college and only supporting myself versus now I'm supporting also my boyfriend and our cats, and there are other people like relying on me to take care of myself and uphold my financial stability. It's just very different. It's a very different situation. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I sometimes just wish I had other friends in my 20s who were going through the same thing as I am and going through this same interesting period of post-college and moving out that I am. I guess at the end of the day, that is part of also why I love YouTube, because I like that I get to talk about these things here. This is my safe space, and I truly do enjoy YouTube so much, and it's something that I want to continue doing throughout the rest of this year and just into the future. So like in my dream world, this is it for me. Like this would be my job. If it's a dream world, I would love to just sit here and yap about books all day and that'd be like what I do for a living. That would be an absolute dream, or at least to do this and it'd be like a side job to a main job. I would love that so much. I wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 13 years old. So the fact that I even get to sit down tonight and talk to a camera about learning to be an adult is such a blessing to me. Like truly such an exciting blessing. Like what do you mean that I got to take aesthetic B-roll on my cats earlier? What do you mean I have cats? What do you mean I have a camera? What do you mean that I have a living room? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? This is my life? Crazy. It's crazy. I sat down to start reading and Banana Bread promptly started attacking the tassel on my bookmark, which is not polite of him. he also just actively tore down something that he should not have torn down. And I do not have the energy. The biggest con of being out in the living room has been that since I'm with 2 young kittens, Bear, Banana Bread, I am constantly having to stop them from doing things, and they are constantly waking me up through the night. Anyways, the book I'm reading and why I don't want to read it. I'm currently reading The Score by Elle Kennedy, which is the 3rd book in her Briar University series. Sorry, no, the Off-Campus series. This is the first series in the, like, connected Briar University universe spectrum. It's like this series, another series, and then another series. And here's the thing, I'm only reading this series, the first series, because I want to read the last series. But I feel like before I can get to the last series, I need to read. What are you eating? What are you eating? What'd you eat? Whatever you ate, I don't think you were supposed to eat that. Can we be a good boy? Can we be a, hey. Okay. He said he was gonna be a good boy. I don't believe him. So I feel like I need to force myself through the first 2 series so I can get to the 3rd series, which is what I really want to read. I did not super like the first 2 books in this series. While there were parts I enjoyed, I find that these books do a thing in the male POV that gives me such an ick. The men so quickly and immediately sexualize the female main characters, and it grosses me out. I know that I am particular to a cinnamon roll, sweet, fluffy boy, but I feel like these men are not only the opposite of the type that I prefer, but to a gross extreme. The way they speak to the female main characters just they have no respect. Like, he meets her and immediately is like, oh, you want to give me a BJ? An HJ? Oh, you want to hook up with me? A character can be confident, and a character can be confident in their abilities in the bedroom without being inappropriate and just violating boundaries. Like, that's gross. Like, all of the male characters from her books have been like that so far. I've heard such good things about the 3rd series that I want to get through these 3rd series, even though I don't know if I technically have to read this series to get to that series, but in my mind I do. So I'm currently on chapter 7, page 70 of this book, which so far is the one I'm hating the least, because I feel like I see the vision with the main 2 characters in a way I did not with the first 2 books. So I'm going to try to read a little bit of this, and I will report back to you, because I'm so tired of this being my current read that I just want to like get through it and either like it or just like be done with it already. I'm not even a chapter in and they've already objectified a woman for no reason, so I'm going to start a counter from my starting page around 70 to wherever I end tonight of how many times they objectify or sexualize a woman without her asking. After 10:20, and I swear to you, every time I get settled in and I'm focusing on reading, I have to get up and get my cat. We're making eye contact right now. He is the orangest boy of orange boys, and it's driving me insane tonight. I'm struggling to focus so hard, women with ADHD, but then every single time I actually get locked in and start reading this book, he is doing something intentionally stinky and it's driving me nuts. However, it gets strawberries. Stop eating things. This man, I love you so much, son. The menace in question. Banana bread. Acting so casual like he's not making my night. So difficult. Anyways, at least I have a little strawberry snack. I'm going to try to focus if he can just take a chill. It's hard because I want him to get his energy out now so I can sleep better tonight, but also I want him to just be chill in general. I fear after that last clip, I actually didn't really film much more this night. I grabbed another snack, I did journal, and I ultimately decided to DNF the score. I feel like that was important to update y'all about. I got to 15 sexualizations, so I was like, I'm done. I cozied up and kept watching that deep dive YouTube video, which is linked down in the description below, and I was watching my cats be absolute goofballs. They're always so cute and playful at night. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!